You'll have to go back to March 2017 for the last time India entered a home test facing a must-win situation. That was against Australia, but now New Zealand, with their special victory in Bengaluru, have turned the tide on India. Can they mount a comeback in Pune? Welcome to ESPN Cricinfo Match Day, where we're in the company of Sanjay Manjrekar. And Sanjay, on quite expected lines, the stories coming out about the pitch are as you'd expected at the end of the Bengaluru test.
Yes, but I'm more worried about rains, as in overhead conditions. What is the weather forecast saying? Because if it rains again, it's going to rain on India's party. Because the moment there is a little bit of steam held, you see what New Zealand can do. So let's hope the rain stays away for India's sake and we get to focus only on the ground realities rather than overhead conditions.
Correct. So focusing on the ground realities and from everything that we can expect with the kind of surface that's being prepared in Pune, what do you expect that to do to India's combination that they go in with?
Very interesting inclusions. You've got Washington Sundar coming in, and you've got the support staff also suggesting that they want more options for balls to go away from the left-hander. I thought Kuldeep Yadav was the second option along with Ashwin, but I guess somewhere they feel that they need a little more of a choice with regards to spinners. And with Gautam Gambhir there now, you never know. There could be some out-of-the-box selection because Gautam Gambhir is one who is not shy of having a silly point and a short leg for Mahendra Singh Dhoni in an IPL, when he came into bat. So who knows what's in the works. But yeah, having that choice is not such a bad thing. And he bats as well. So whether that also has got something with the reason for his inclusion, wonder.
So could we entertain the possibility, as far-fetched as it may sound from the outside, of India maybe going in with 4 spinners and just Jasprit Bumrah?
See, Ben Stokes has opened a lot of eyes with the way he goes about, leading England. If he believes that the bouncer is going to be the ball to be used against a particular batter, he's not afraid to have 6 fielders for the hook. I've seen that, and that's something that he commits himself. So he puts all his eggs in one basket. So if India have now learned a lesson and they believe that you'll make New Zealand's life very difficult by not giving them seam at all, and the only seam that will trouble them is Bumrah's, and any other might just be something that they'll handle better. So give them something, give a full dose of something they don't like. So who knows?
Speaking of Bumrah, India might have started this home season thinking that, okay, maybe out of these 5 tests, we rest him for 1. But the manner in which they've lost the first test and now with a series on the line, this streak on the line, they can't entertain the possibility of resting him.
Yes, and I think makes sense. And overall, when you look at all the big name India players, and I've said this before as well, they haven't played each and every game that India has played. And the last time I looked before the Bangladesh series, Bumrah had only played 34% of international cricket that India played. So when you need him, you got to use him. And the second test, and brilliant, because New Zealand, to challenge and surprise India, but that has made the series so much more interesting. And that's what you need. You need all the help to make test cricket exciting. And Bumrah should play. And doesn't matter how much he's bowled until now. We must play the second test and then we can see later.
Let's talk about the more pressing selection call. The team management has suggested that Shubman Gill is fit, which should mean KL Rahul going out.
Yes, and with I feel really sorry for KL Rahul because he has been in a way an enigma because he's got 8 or 9 test hundreds and averages 34 in about 50 odd test matches, and that's been some great hundreds. I mean, he's got 2 in South Africa, and the last one that he got was the only 100 from the Indian side. So a guy who is capable of doing that, but somehow just can't seem to sustain his quality performance, and he's got so much ability. So let's hope somebody works on him when he's away from playing 11. But yes, I mean, Shubman Gill is the incumbent in form top order batter.
All right, and focusing on New Zealand, just the sense of belief that the result in Bengaluru will instill in them. Will they perhaps not be as spooked by the possibility of a rank turner as they would have been, say, if it was the first test of the series?
that is why maybe India wants to go the extreme opposite from what they dished out in Bangalore intentionally or unintentionally. So they might just go complete rank turner, and like Bangladesh, they don't have to worry too much about the Kiwi spinners. So if it's going to be a rank turner with no rains, they may not be spooked, but it will be a test of New Zealand despite their impressive performance in the last game, because this will be a completely different ball game. Let's not forget, 46 doesn't happen very often, and despite that, India still competed so well. So, yeah, if India goes completely in that direction, it won't spook them, but it will be a typical Indian acid test for New Zealand.
And if New Zealand do decide to retain their winning combination for Bengaluru and India go in with this all out spin attack, it will represent quite a clash of cultures and a contrast of team selection. So let's see how it plays out in Pune, and we'll hope that overhead conditions don't dictate proceedings as much as they did in Bengaluru. Thank you so much, Sanjay, for setting up
Thank
the
you.
second test for us.
Yeah.